here to talk to you about bullying, friendship, and kindness. But before we start, I want you to put your most judgmental glasses on and look at me, take a good look at me, and tell me who I am. There's something else I do besides going to schools and talking to people. It is my profession. It's something I studied, went to school, and this is what I do every day. So take a good look at me. What do you think it is that I do? Teach? No. Any other ideas? How many of you think I'm a lawyer? Work in a cafeteria somewhere? Make coffee or cook? Yes, what do you think I do? Doctor? No, no doctor. Paint? No, I don't paint. I'm not a teacher. Scientist? No. Who thinks I'm a model? Just kidding. Love you though, whoever said me. This is me. I'm conducting an orchestra. I'm a composer. I write music for movies, for games, for children's songs, and sometimes I get to conduct the orchestra too if I'm writing for the orchestra. But none of you could guess by just looking at me, could you?
I did.
And guess what? All the people you see around you, there's no way you can know what they're good at and what they're not good at. So it's very important when you look at people, you don't judge them. Now, I have this puppet. His name is Hawk. Hawk has to sit on a wheelchair because he can't use his muscles. And he also cannot even talk anymore. He has to talk to a computer. Who knows who this is? Scientist Stephen Hawkins. Yes. You want to make sure that you become friends with them, because a lot of people say, oh, they're on a wheelchair, they may be missing an arm or a leg. I want my friends to have 2 legs. I want my friends to have 2 arms. So it's very important when you look at people, you don't judge them. I'm going to show you a video. These are professionals who are missing a limb of some sort. So it could be a hand, it could be a whole arm, it could be both arms, it could be a leg, it could be both legs.
Yes, I can, suddenly, yes, I can. Gee, I'm afraid to go on has turned into, yes, I can. Take a look, what do you see? 133 pounds of confidence, me. Got the feeling I can do anything, yes, I can.
Disabilities, a lot of people say disabled or disability. We want to look at ability. We want to see what you can do. We don't care what you can do. I'm not a good athlete myself, but I did ballet for a couple of years, and I write pretty good music. But it doesn't mean I'm going to be good at everything. And the same with you guys. Now this boy, for example, here, by the time he was 5, he still couldn't talk. And when he started talking, he would say the same thing over and over and over again. He had no friends. He was very alone. And by the time he was 15, his teachers told his dad he will never be successful. Who is he? Yes, I heard somebody say Albert Einstein. As a student, he was no Einstein. He had trouble learning, but he played the violin. He was a scientist. Of course, we know all the good things about him. Now this boy here, from the moment he would wake up, he would hear this roaring, loud noise in his head. Yes. Well, our puppet's name is Thunder. Does that ring a bell? He is Ludwig van Beethoven, famous composer, my favorite composer, and pianist and musician. He became deaf, but guess what? Even though he couldn't hear, he wrote music. This guy over here had a condition. Again, if you look at him, he's a wonderful, handsome man, but you can't tell what he's suffering from. ADHD is something when you can't focus on one thing, like you would be listening to me, listening to a car that goes by outside. If somebody's sharpening their pencil, it's hard to focus. Your mind is everywhere. But the way their brain sees the word is either like that or the letters superimposed on top of one another. Can you imagine how to read and write like that, learn like that? Who is he? Could he be somebody famous?
Yeah.
Our puppet's name is Tom. Thomas Edison, the inventor of light bulb. Have you heard don't judge a book by its cover? Very important. What's our cover? Our cover is our skin. But a lot of people say, oh no, you're white, you're black, you're this, you're that, you're that. We don't need to differentiate each other. All we want you to do is to be kind, because you don't know the struggles that people have to go through. You need to also make sure you're a good friend to everyone. If there's a choice, always choose the kinder option. Because diversity is awesome. You want your friends to be different. You want your friends to look different, eat different food, speak a different language, have seen a different part of the world that you haven't seen. All of that can add. And we know that everybody needs a friend. We are social beings. We do better when we have a friend. So everybody needs a friend. Yes. Now, here's a little video about being kind. Now, what is bullying is a behavior that is repeated. So every time you see this person is picking on you, is being mean to you. Now, there are 6 types of bullying. I'm going to talk about each one of them. First one is physical bullying, of course. If something hurts you physically or hurts something that belonged to you. Like this Princess Penelope, she's an ostrich. And she has very, very long legs and very thin. And people are walking and she would just stretch her leg and somebody would trip over it and fall. And verbal bullying is any kind of name calling. If you say any kind of jokes or offensive remarks about anyone, about anything about them, being mean words. At Pearl here and say, oh, she's so fancy and she thinks she's so pretty and what is up with all those pearls on her? Well, indirect bullying is when you say stories about somebody else and you spread lies about them. Now, Trinket here, you see him with his sandwich here?
Yeah.
The sandwich has a wrapping around it. One day he took his sandwich out of his bag. Social alienation is very tricky, and I want you all to watch out for this one. If you don't invite somebody to come and sit with you at lunch table, if you don't invite somebody to your birthday party, say, no, I'm going to invite you, but I'm going to leave you out. That's not going to be nice, right? It hurts people. It's called the social alienation. But Dynamite Dino here, he has a soft spot on his skull, and the doctor said he has to wear a helmet at all times. But guess what? Kids say, oh, you know, he has a helmet. I don't want to invite him to my birthday party. Why not? Intimidation bullying is if you think you're so much better and bigger and you're intimidating people to do what you want them to do. And cyberbullying. Yes, cyberbullying is posting any pictures or any information about somebody else on social media. Bailey over here, he's a bear, of course. He was so hungry one day and he goes to the jungle, and as he's going to the jungle, he sees this pot of honey. And he goes, oh my God, I'm gonna dig in here. So he sits down, he's putting his paws in the honey and he's just eating it like this. So he's a bear, right? Bears are not gonna eat. Everybody needs to be honest. Honesty is very important. So if you tell your friend, I'm gonna hang out with you at lunch and meet me over here, and if I don't show up, you're gonna be sad. Always use kind words. Again, especially if there's something wrong you see, there's always a kinder way to say it. Be fair, play by the rules if you're playing games with your friends. Don't take advantage, take turn. and care about other people. Again, there's that word again, kind. Be kind to them. If there's anything that you think they need, if they're thirsty, share your water. If they don't have a snack, share your snack. Be kind to them. You have to actually work hard at it. Now, you gotta find out, again, back to the same thing I talked about in the beginning, what are you good at? What makes you happy? You gotta do more of that. Like if you say, oh, you know, if I got good grades, I'll be happy with myself. Do that, work hard at it and do it. If you say, if I was a little bit stronger here, get up in the morning, just do some push-ups. Work out, make sure that you get yourself to a point that you're happy with you. You can't fake being happy. You wanna really actually be happy with you. If you wanna paint, paint. You wanna learn an instrument, ask your mom and dad about it. I'm sure they'll be all for it. The thing is, you have to work at it. It won't just come to you. And then you can stand up tall and strong. Now, when you are confident, people usually don't pick on you. Now, another thing you need to do is to make friends, as many friends as possible. But if you have trouble making friends, stay in a crowded area. If somebody's picking on you, we want teachers, we want other kids to be around you so they can help out, okay? So you need to make sure you mean it when you tell someone to stop. So I want you to all do this with me right now. Go, stop! Stop! Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Now, if you're smiling and going, leave me alone, do you think they're going to? No. The first thing you have to do is
Apologize.
apologize. Good job. The second thing you have to do is
Forgive yourself.
forgive yourself. We all have a bad day. Stay calm after you document, because some of these things vanish after a minute or two. Then they'll tell the bully to stop. Then you block them. Then you talk to a parent. Stop it. Now, a kinder life is a happier life. I want you to take a look at this guy as he's deciding not to help anyone. No, I'm going to keep my hands to myself. He has this face that is bitter. He has no joy. He helped someone. Now look, he's smiling. He's kind of thinking, oh well, look what I can do with my hand. I can help out so many people. Little by little, his face gets happier. He's smiling more. He's got teeth. Look at that. This doctor put a whole bunch of water molecules in his lab, and he talked to them. He would say one word to that water molecule and take a close-up picture of it. Or would write it down on a piece of paper, put it next to the water molecule. He doesn't even have to say it, and take a picture of it. Now, it's amazing what you see. Now, the words could be as beautiful as a crystal, as a little snowflake, each one of them uniquely beautiful, or they could be this slimy, green, yellowish, you'll see, harmony. This is the word eternal. This is Hitler. Love and gratitude. If I want to say something mean to someone, I have to think about that word again first, right? Then when I say it out, I've harmed myself twice as bad because I thought about it and then I said it. But most of our body is water. Think about it. What you want to say could harm you more than harms the other person. Okay. Now, don't label other people. Don't let other people label you either. You know who you are. You want to read this every day to yourself, what you write about yourself. Why do we want to do this? Is you never know when a mean word will come to you. It could be this year, it could be next year, it could be never, hopefully. But someone, if you hear something mean coming to you, your ability to hear it and let it out of the other one has to do with how much you know yourself. and know that you're strong, and know that you're awesome, and know that you're unique. And I want you to read that to yourself every day. So when it comes, when a mean word comes to you, you are able to let it in one ear and let it out of the other one. So be fair. Be fair. Be encouraging. Be encouraging. Be supportive. Be supportive. Be positive. Be positive. Be helpful. Be helpful. Be forgiving. Be forgiving. Be tolerant. Be tolerant. Be honest. Be honest. Okay, okay. Be reliable. Be reliable. Be considerate. Be considerate. Be compassionate. Be compassionate. Be thankful. Be thankful. Be responsible. Be responsible. Be respectful. Be respectful. And be, there's a little B and a friend. Be a friend. Be a friend. Anyone has any questions, important questions they want to ask about bullying, come down here and ask me, okay? I'm going to sit right here. I gave you a bracelet also that says be a friend. You're going to get your bracelets and pledge cards, keep them handy.